Coming up on your Blazers Sports Report, we will focus on home runs and big hits. The Valdosta State softball and football programs have established themselves as national contenders year in and year out.
Today's featured athletes are both seniors and have been major contributors to their respective teams. Your Blazers Sports Report starts now. Hello and welcome to the Blazers Sports Report. I'm Maggie McGlamory.
And I'm Luke Alves. In 2016, the Valdosta State Blazers softball team is making its way into postseason play with a group of seniors who are shooting for a national title. Among those seniors is a standout first baseman who has made her way in the national spotlight. Blazers Sports Report takes a closer look at the journey of Kiley Rusen at Valdosta State.
Valdosta State University's softball. A school that certainly makes a ripple in NCAA Division II sports. A kind of ripple that can be sent 955 miles away, that grabbed the attention of a certain player in the suburbs of Illinois.
I'm Kiley Rusen. I'm number 25, first base, and I'm from a suburb of Chicago, Illinois. It's called Brookfield.
Kiley Rusen is a senior at Valdosta State and a 4-year starter on the squad. Kiley arrived for the 2013 season and has been nothing short of a consistent player for the team. And like a lot of college ball players, she started her training pretty early in life.
I played t-ball when I was 6, I think, and then I actually played baseball because I was kind of a tomboy. So I played with all the boys back then, and then I moved over to softball when more girls, got involved. And then played that ever since. I started with Little League. Rec ball, and then moved to travel ball in about 6th grade and stayed with that all through high school, and that really started my love for the game.
Brookfield, Illinois isn't exactly around the corner, but Kiley didn't end up at Valdosta State by accident. In fact, she paid a lot of attention to the team even before she joined them. Maybe a little too much attention.
Valdosta State is known for championships, so it was a big deal. I remember following the game in photo class in high school, play-by-play. I got in trouble for being on my phone, but to be the best in the country, and I'm going there, so that was pretty cool.
Kiley joined the team shortly after the Blazers' national title run in the summer of 2012. But the squad hasn't returned to the title game since then, even with such high expectations going into the most recent 2015 season. The Blazers were the favorite to win the conference tournament, but they fell short. In fact, the team didn't win a single game in the conference tournament last year. And then it didn't get any better in the regional tournament, as they were eliminated from national contention by conference foes Shorter. Kiley's junior season was cut short.
Yeah, seeing the seniors, after the game was pretty heart-wrenching. I know that's going to happen to me at the end of this season, so I wanted to make a change and, make it a little bit of better outcome. There's always pressure from the fans. They want to see, us succeed because they know how hard we work and all that, and the town and, other athletics in the school. So there's a lot of fans that give you a little pressure, but, it's their best intentions.
So this year is Kiley's last chance to win it all here at VSU. But what makes this year so different? Well, one reason could very well be that she's crushing the ball at the plate this season. Recently, she's been referred to as Kiley Crushin', as she leads the team in homers, batting average, and RBIs. It's arguable that she's been carrying the team offensively, but Kiley says that it's the other way around.
This team's different. We're all really closely knit, on and off the field especially. Honestly, my teammates are my inspiration when I'm out here on the field or in life, they always have my back. They push me to do everything I want to do.
Even with a solid group of teammates, the wounds from last season still linger in Kiley's competitive spirit.
It was a disappointment, the whole season you're riding high. We're still scratching our heads as to why that happened. It was a letdown, but I still knew there was more time to complete the task.
As a senior on this year's team, Kiley, along with the rest of the squad, is set out for redemption. and she thinks that this could be the team's year for several reasons.
See, the attitudes are different. You know, we've been having fun more in the dugout and at practices. Like, we'll listen to music when we hit and stuff like that. Just like the little things, really. Instead of trying to change up a whole practice or a whole team, we just, you know, work on the little things and building relationships and stuff.
Kiley has been in the national spotlight before, and the Blazers softball team has had yet another impressive start to their season. But what would a national championship really mean to Kiley and her Valdosta State career? Her experience on the big stage has given her an idea of that.
Being at the national tournament my freshman and sophomore year, it's just goosebumps the whole week. It's awesome, the atmosphere, you know, everything about it. So winning a national championship, would probably fall over and cry or something, I don't know. That would just be the ultimate feeling, I'm thinking, best in the nation.
Kiley was recently selected as a top 25 finalist for the annual Shut Sports National Fast Pitch Coaches Association Player of the Year. She ended the regular season with 19 home runs, 59 RBIs, and a stellar batting average. The team is currently 40-12-2 after losing this past weekend against the University of North Alabama in the GSC championship game. However, the Blazers will go on to play in the NCAA Regional Tournament, May 5th through the 7th. Kiley and the rest of the Blazers will need to win the regionals to earn an opportunity to win another national championship ring. We wish Kiley and the Blazers the best of luck.
Many people don't know the journey Valdosta State linebacker Kenny Murphy took to fulfill his dreams of playing in the NFL. Members of our Sports Report team were able to go to the small town of Glenville, Georgia to document his backstory.
Glenville, Georgia, a town so small you wouldn't notice if you blinked passing through it. But this small town is where Kenny Murphy's story began.
I actually grew up 7 miles outside of Glenville, a small community called Gooseneck Community, and it was unique growing up there. It was different, man. Especially when you come to college and you come to a bigger city, you see where you grew up. It was actually a very, very small city. We didn't have a rec center like most places have, a YMCA. We didn't have anything like that, so coming up with things to do, it was hard.
Well, he was a funny little boy, especially at the rec department. When he started playing football, he would start running behind the other players. They had the ball. When they saw him coming, they ran the opposite way and dropped the ball.
He was very energetic. He loved to go outside and play with the basketball and football, and he was very humble little fella and loved it the outside.
But little would he know, it would be Kenny's grade school coach that would be one of the first people to present Kenny with the opportunity to play football.
As a coach, you know, Ken and I began to have a connection, mainly because he had a lot of interest in football. And so me being a coach, and even at a young age when he was a kindergarten, you know, he and I hit it off right off the bat.
I didn't really know that I was gonna really start playing football like that until I got in 8th grade. And that's when the first time I got to play like running back. I always played linebacker, even through red ball, but I never got to run the ball because I was too big. They had like a weight limit and I could never run the ball, but I was one of the fastest people out there, so they put me at linebacker.
The transition from middle school to high school would prove to be an easy one for him because he was used to being depended upon as a playmaker and a play caller for the defense.
When I got in 9th grade, I had to call the defense again, so it was like, man, you can't mess this up because these guys are bigger and better, and they depend on you to get them lined up and the right things and make the right checks at the line. So that's when I was really like, you got to really hone in on this football stuff because, man, football can really get you out of here. Then in 10th grade, that's when I started getting a lot of notoriety. Like, a lot of coaches around the region saw me my freshman year and they was like, man, this guy's gonna be good. And Then like a lot of people around the state started hearing about me, and I had quit playing basketball during basketball season my 10th grade year. And that's when I really like honed in on football. I was like, yeah, football gonna be my ticket out of Tattler County and out of Glenville.
But just because Kenny made it out of Glenville doesn't mean that the grind ever stopped.
Training for my future has been kind of crazy. I wake up early each morning, I go to my internship, and right after my internship, I try to go work out every day and get a stretch session in first, then lift, then go outside and do some speed work and agility. Then I come back in and do more stretching. Just try to increase something every day, whether it be my speed, whether it be my flexibility or my strength.
He came to Valdosta State grateful, hopeful, and ready to make his dreams come true.
I chose Valdosta State over a couple other schools because it was a great school and my sister graduated from here and I knew about the area and I actually liked it. And I knew this team was a national championship winning team and I wanted to be a part of that. I mean, I started out here as a freshman getting to play some and I was a part of the national championship team. And just being able to contribute to that team felt like a lot. I mean, I didn't win a state championship in high school. All I wanted was a region championship, but to win a national championship was really special. I felt like my other years here, I received a lot of awards and accolades, and I felt like my teammates helped me out a lot, and I feel like overall, my career here, I made a lot of brothers that I have for life. I always told myself I wanted to be in the NFL, so to have my dream come true would mean the world to me. And it also would mean the world to my family and my friends because they see me work so hard at it. I hope my future has great things in store. I work really hard at everything that I do because that's all I ever know how to do. And I feel like that's going to benefit me in the long run.
Even though the speed limit in Glenville is only 55, Kenny Murphy is going 100 miles an hour down his road to glory.
In his final season, Kenny Murphy racked up 79 tackles, 6 for a loss, and 2 interceptions returned for touchdowns. These stats led to All-American honors for this NFL prospect. We wish Kenny the best of luck in his future endeavors.
Both Kiley and Kenny have worked very hard in their senior seasons and have made VSU extremely proud. Thanks for tuning in for the Blazers Sports Report. I'm Luke Howes.
And I'm Maggie McGlamory. Don't forget to continue to support your Blazers next year. Go Blazers!